Who would have ever thought that the 6'2" compact combo guard with crazy athletic explosion would be in the upper echelon of most polarizing high school basketball players of all time? This is a player who put on a show every single game, and with his natural flair and charisma, he simply embraced all the attention throughout the years. Now his motor and motivation have been big question marks, but throughout all the fame he's experienced, to be so young, he really has handled it well. This is the Mikey Williams story. Mikey Williams was born on June 26, 2004 in Southeast San Diego to parents Maylon and Sharice Williams. The both of them were standout athletes around the area. Sharice was an outstanding softball player and went on to play D1 at Hampton University. Maylon was a standout basketball player for Sweetwater High School in California and led the whole county in scoring, and he had some big time offers. Now he did get caught up in the wrong crowd, which really did derail his career. Mikey first held the basketball when he was just 11 months old. His mother was the very first one to teach him how to dribble and shoot. But as a kid, he spent countless hours playing basketball outside in his apartment complex. During elementary school, he would at times get into fights with bullies, but he always had basketball to keep him on track. He was so determined to be great that before and after his team practices, he would spend extra hours sharpening up his craft, and by 6th grade, he was dominating every tournament he went to. His combination of raw talent and hard work really paid off. His game was simply miles and miles more mature than everyone else's. From his shot creation to his insane athleticism, he accomplished getting his first dunk in an official game at just 12 years old. Now the summer prior to his 7th grade year was where his whole life would transform. He played for his god brother's travel team, and that's where he really started to turn heads. And just like that, he was regarded as the #1 player in the class of 2023 by the Naismith National Youth All-American Report. But there was just one specific game that really uplifted his status tremendously, and that was when he faced off against Bronny James in the Blue Chips. Mikey went off for 36 points and received recognition from no other than LeBron James. And shortly after, Williams was asked to join the Blue Chip squad. After that one game alone, he gained 100,000 new followers on Instagram. Everywhere he played at from that day on, he was a fan favorite in the sports community. So after joining forces with Bronny, he was a big help in the North Coast Blue Chips winning the national title in Vegas. In the summer of 2019, prior to his freshman year, he decided to play for the Compton Magic, the same team that DeMar DeRozan played for, and he played up a division, which left a lot of people skeptical and unsure on how his play style would translate playing against older competition. But right out of the gate, he did what he knew best to do, and that was put on a show every single game. For high school, he decided to attend San Ysidro High School in San Diego. In his first ever game on the varsity squad, he dropped 43 points. He even went through a stretch when he had back-to-back 50-point games, and on December 13th, 2019, he dropped 77 points. For that season, he averaged 30 points per contest, and he led his high school to the CIF SDS Division III title on February 27, 2020. He tallied it all off by becoming Max Prep's National Freshman of the Year. And by now, he was well over 1 million followers on Instagram. As he entered his sophomore season, Williams transferred to Lake Norman Christian School in Huntsville, North Carolina. And the reason that he transferred was because due to COVID and the season potentially being canceled, he knew that he had to make a decision fast. And on top of that, the competition which he was playing against just overall wasn't making him a better player. And he had a pretty solid season. His confidence just kept boosting. Now he was a player who took a lot of tough shots and at times just seemed to fall in love with long contested shots. His team played a national schedule and they went 19-6. For his sophomore campaign, he averaged 21 points a game. Going into his junior year, Mikey Williams signed with XL Sports for an NIL deal, and just months later, he signed a multi-year endorsement contract with Puma. He really improved for his junior season. Mikey decided to team up with Trey Parker as they attended the Vertical Academy in Charlotte, North Carolina, which was a program created by Mikey's father. He took more high percentage looks and was overall just playing more winning basketball. He averaged 29 points, 4 assists, and 6 rebounds a game. Now, even though his ranking did go down a little bit due to his team having quite a bit of losses that season, those numbers were comparable to some of the greatest high school basketball players ever, like LeBron James, who averaged 29 points, 6 assists, and 8 rebounds. In his senior year, he decided to come back home to San Ysidro High School. In November of 2022, Mikey Williams committed to Memphis University, the same school that his current teammate JJ Taylor is currently headed to. Mikey this season has been averaging 25 points and 10 assists and is currently the second leading assist leader in the state of California. And even with all of that, he was deranked in the ESPN Top 100, as they now currently have him as the 34th best prospect in the class of 2023, which caused him to not be named a McDonald's All-American. Mikey Williams is a player that has a plethora of characteristics in his game that will translate to the next level. And it has been a trend ever since he first stepped foot in high school to call him overrated, cocky, and by no means has he been perfect, but truthfully, he stayed humble and grateful for the position that he's been blessed to be in today.
Now it's like, man, I'm appreciative of life already, and I still got a long way to go, you know what I'm saying? But I'm like, man, I just look at life a little differently. I appreciate it more, the highs and the lows, you know what I'm saying? The lows only gonna build you up, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's just being battle tested, you know what I'm saying?
And with that being said, ladies and gentlemen, this is the Mikey Williams story.